Hello, I'm Cherry, and today I decided to animate a day in my life. Because I've always wanted to make this kind of animated storytelling video, I thought for a start to this series, I would just simply tell you about my day. Very simple idea. You can get to know me a little bit through a typical school day, and I get practice in making these videos. I can often be one to wake up early, even on the most Mondays. That wasn't me today though, on the first day back from fall break. I woke up 20 minutes before school and was still really tired. But I made it to first hour culinary class with a few minutes to spare. I wasn't expecting to be cooking something today, but there were things on the table, and turns out we were going to be making lemon curds. I only kind of have one acquaintance in that class, and while we were stirring our lemon concoction over our double boiler setup, she had a pretty genius idea that we should try to make some lemonade with a half lemon that we still had left over. I was on board immediately since I love lemonade, and what's going to stop us from using that extra lemon half for our own good? So since I appreciate you viewers very much, I shall give you the cherry and we'll call her Lids. Very much unique secret lemonade recipe. Hand squeeze your lemon for juice. Sugar. Tap water. More tap water. More sugar. Keep tasting it with your spoon. And more water. And sugar. Stop when you get a desirable taste. We got our other lab partner to try our lemonade, and we all thought it was actually really good. The lemon curds, meanwhile, were finished cooking, but I didn't end up trying it. I got to my second hour French class and suddenly remembered how I was going to make this video. I kind of panicked and quickly took out a piece of paper to start recording down any details I still remembered about my day up until this point. The only other thing that kind of happened in French class otherwise was how I lost a 2 out of 3 rock paper scissors match with the girl sitting beside me. I kept playing paper. I think she might have caught on to the pattern. So today was Wednesday, and on Wednesdays the schedule does this thing where all the classes get shortened to make room for an extra period for club activities, and it would come right after second hour. I didn't have any clubs to go to, so I spent my time in the cafeteria, filling in more notes about my day and doing some journaling. And then the 2 morning classes I had after that were psychology and physics, and both classes today were just note-taking sessions. After we get all the morning classes done, I finally arrive at the highlights of my day, the class where you play music and the class where you eat food. In band, I play the amazing Squidward instrument of clarinet. Our section passes out the music in a way so everyone kind of plays balanced parts. I play solo clarinet for one piece and then I'm on third clarinet for the rest of them. Today was a solo clarinet day for me, meaning I sat front center by the really amazing flute girl. She's actually so good. Her playing in classes one day was the whole reason I begged my other flute friend to let me borrow her old flute, which I got today. We played the beginning section today, which were supposed to get really fast eventually. But last time we were in sectionals, we kind of found out that no one in our section can tongue that fast. So that might be a problem. But a problem for future Cherry, so not me. After the woodwinds went, we kind of just sat and listened to the brass crack notes. After class, I saw my friend, who we'll call Jodius. We greeted each other by exchanging stares. She was holding for me the flute. I was super excited to try it today after school. And then it comes lunchtime, which is one of the only times I get to be with multiple friends. I don't really have classes with them throughout the day. One friend got switched to a different lunch hour starting this year. We saw her leaving the cafeteria today and waved to her. Today felt like a salad day. Here is Cherry's combo of school salad. I wouldn't get to eat it fresh upon obtaining it though, because my friend here, like usual, made me go get lunch with her. I help her carry her lunch basically. And, sometimes her fries just... It's the fries' will, not mine. I got my payment of orange juice today. All I had to do was give my friend subtle hints of my inner desires. Orange. I wish it could be juicier. At my specific request, Pan also got me a single piece of pickle. I made sure she carefully chose out the best pickle for me with love and care. At the table, we just talked about random things today. One of the questions that popped up was if you would ever drink carbonated pickle juice. Pan was the only one that said absolutely not to the carbonated pickle juice. Everyone else and I think we'd be willing to try it. And thus we come to the last two classes of the day. Nothing really memorable happened in 7th hour, which was English. We listened to a poem being recited on YouTube. I was really looking forward to the possibility of switching seats in 8th hour math today, cause I've been feeling kinda lonely there. You see, our desks are set up mostly in pairs, but there's a few tables of 3. I was sitting at one of the only trios. The thing was though, the 2 people sitting around me are never here for some reason. They used to come here at some point, then slowly and gradually throughout the passing days, they vanished more and more frequently until I never saw them anymore. After a few minutes of disappointment of seeing everyone still in their original spots, it was soon announced that we were actually going to change seats. I had thought the teacher would randomly assign us seating, but she said we could pick our own partners and seats. I was slightly worried hearing that because I had no friends in the class to sit by. So when it came my turn to choose, I had a hard time deciding to sit down in a seat cause I didn't want to take the spot people wanted, and also sitting down somewhere alone just felt bad. While I was up there hesitating, it took me a while to notice, but all of a sudden I see the girl from my French class, and she was looking at me like she wanted me to claim a seat with her. And just like that, it happens that I would have a partner to sit with after all. I was aware that she was in my class, but I was kinda under the impression that she had other friends in the class. And I mean, we were kinda only acquaintances. I'm definitely not complaining though. And that was the last class of my school day. I got home, and after around an hour, I went out to the woods for a walk. I practiced talking more comfortably on camera while I walked. I actually got quite tired from that. When I got home again, I tried out the flute my friend let me borrow. I just kinda played around randomly with the keys and trying to make sounds for a few minutes while waiting for my mom to come home. I soon remembered that she wasn't due to be back till later than usual today. The 2 dinner options for me to consider then is to either cook instant noodles or go out again to buy something fancier. I didn't really feel like walking anymore, but I did want to go get something from outside, so I went out again to buy Panera bread. Mom came home while I got to eating already. She made a quick soup of some sort, and we watched some Chinese stand-up comedy together while eating. After a quite good dinner, I had originally wanted to start animating, but I guess I spontaneously decided to get the flute back out, and the rest of the day turned out to be me practicing flute for 3 hours. It was the first time in years my whole upper body actually felt numb from loss of air. I finally found out all the lightheadedness flute players talk about is no joke. My wrist and finger also hurt. So I don't know if it was a great idea to play flute so much on the first day, but I already did it anyway. Towards the end, I got distracted and texted my friends about it, which then just kinda turned into texting about random things. Near 11 p.m., I headed off to bed for the day.